Claude Design is amazing, but the limits are brutal and it can stop you dead in your tracks. Open Design is a clone of Claude Design and it is 100% local. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to use this to build any website, app, or design that you want with any model you want to, even 100% for free, so you can stop wasting time and start growing your business. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Jack Roberts. I built and sold my last tech startup with thousands and thousands of customers. Now I build my own AI companies and show you the exact things that work. So if you haven't already, grab that coffee and let's dive straight in. So replacing Claude Design. The limits are so high in Claude Design, you just say the word Claude and you're 50% of the way through it. Now, Open Design is a new GitHub repo that is fast trending, and I expect it to rise very, very quickly because essentially with Claude Design, we're locked in. It's only Opus 4.7, has limitations. I'll show you. Open Design has a completely different license and you can use it with as many models as you want to. Now, Claude Design itself is pretty cool. We've all seen what Claude Design looks like. You can build nice individual graphics and stuff. I mean, we've all seen all the wonders of Claude Design. It's a pretty cool software, right? But what's the problem with it? Well, there's a few problems with it. It kind of sucks. And it sucks because, it's so easy to use it. 10 prompts and you're 95% of the way done. I built out a design system with it and it was pretty much baked and cooked at that very moment. So it really restricts you, which I think if you're actually going to do meaningful design can be a little bit limiting. Yes, you can export to Claude Code, but it has its limitations. And some of the biggest issues with it, people say the cat melts in like just 25 minutes. You can do one meaningful project a week. Everyone thinks that output looks like AI slop, a $20 Pro, and you can only have one model, which is Opus 4.7. And of course, you're locked into the Anthropic ecosystem with this. And the issue with this model swap is what if you want to use a different model or you want to do it more cheaply so you can do this at scale, you're kind of held back. This is where Open Design comes into play. Now, first thing to call out is it's got an Apache 2.0 license. So there are other repos, but that try to replicate and clone what Claude Design does, but you can't actually use them. And I've seen videos that have gone off recently on this. You can't use it in an client project. And for me, that just, I don't really see the point of that if you can't use it commercially. This has an Apache 2.0 license. It's got over 71 basically brand design systems, loads of skills, and you can effectively build it out in so many different brand designs, as I'll show you inside the video. And the way this works is you pick a brand, the agent inherits the voice, typography, palette, layout language, and the code. It was built off a really popular GitHub that went viral called Vault Designs. It's a really, really cool one. So it's great to see that they're building on this. So specifically what this can do that you can't do in Claude Design, and then we're going to download this and build something cool together so we can see this for ourselves. First of all, you can pick any large language model you already pay for. And the interface for this is really cool. This could be a free model. If I want to bring in ChatGPT or Gemini, I can do all of that stuff. You have 71 brand systems that are baked into it. You have Apache 2.0, which means it's safe for clients. You can use it on client work, sell products built with it, never ask for permission, never pay royalties forever, unlike other GitHub repos that I've seen bopping off on YouTube. So it's really important to bear that in mind. It's local first, nothing uploads, which is great. So it's all in your own ecosystem. If you want to design something controversial, go ahead and do it. You have 5 different export formats, so HTML, PowerPoint, PDF, zips, MDs, and you can discover first. So basically, surface, audience tone, brand scale forces the model to ask before it writes. So let's go ahead and try this puppy out. So all you're going to do is shoot over to this. Now, this is an example of what it looks like. To give you a bit of an overview, design with the agent already on your laptop. As you can see, these are examples of what the product looks like. This is basically Open Design, and expect this to get more and more popular over time, by the way, as this goes out. This kind of like taking the system prompt intelligence and building something local. So all you're going to do is come to code like so. You're going to copy this. So you're going to pop over to your environment of choice. I'm in anti-gravity here. And what I'd like to do is come over here and just say, hey there, I'd like to go ahead and clone this repo, please, and then open it up for me. All right. And all you're going to do is paste in a GitHub repo like so, drop that in and let it work its magic in the background. Now, one thing that's good to understand about this is it isn't just you talking to the repo. It's actually got its own environment, which is so freaking cool because it opens up in basically your browser, which is your own locally hosted Claude Design replica, which is freaking cool. So when you ask it to open it up, it may need just to install something, but again, Claude Code or Anti-Gravity will do that all for you directly. And I just want to call out as well, on the left-hand side, you've got all these different things in the design systems, right? We've got Airtable, Apple, Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, we've got Nike, we've got PlayStation, all these different design MDs from really cool websites. So if you want a website in that basic style, it'll do that for you and it can leverage that, which is super cool. And then this is what it opens up. This is Open Design. Now, first thing you'll notice when you open up Open Design is you're basically deciding the models that you've already installed. I've installed Gemini, I've got Hermes, I've got Codex. There's so many different things you can do. If you want to know how to install those, I'll put a link on screen for a video I did literally a couple of days ago that show you all that process. But basically, you can add the models that are on your computer currently and use it. So let's say that I want to use Claude Code, which is great. You can also do a bring your own keys if you want to. That's really cool. But we're just going to use the CLI for this one. So if you've got Claude Code downloaded on your laptop, this will be here ready to rock and roll. You got the model, so I can actually specifically go ahead and choose that to do whatever I want to. Again, and if I want to just do something like a free model, I can go ahead and use that too. But I'm going to go ahead with Claude Code here and click on Get Started as a for instance. Cool. So now we're rocking and rolling. Let's give it a project name. And you'll bear in mind, it bears an uncanny resemblance to the one that you've seen before. So I'll just say something like Analytics. Okay. And then I'm going to come down here, wireframe high fidelity. And guys, it looks very, very similar, but it's basically an open source thing. So let me bring this over so you can see. Okay, cool. So I'm going to come down. I want a SaaS analytics dashboard. That sounds really cool. Just click send on that and see what it does. And then what you get within this as well. Quick brief. So let's just say it's going to be for desktop web, which is going to be cool. Who's the primary viewer? I'll say founder exec is decent. Tone with dark and utility. Do you want Datadog, linear, Stripe, Radar, Bloomberg? Let's just go for pure operator density, hairline grids, green, amber, red status, quieter, near grayscale, softer, dark, warm accent, more white space, terminal, maximum density, no decoration. Let's go for a bit of a Stripe style dashboard. I think that could be really cool. Product name, I'm going to give it something like Vantage. Brand context, pick a direction for me. Scope, I'll just say simple, dense overview page. That's fine. Or I could do overview tab with 2 to 3 sliding tabs. That's cool. Make it super interactive, gorgeous, beautiful animations. Something that has a wow factor, but is also beautifully designed. But when that's done, let's go ahead and just click on send answers. Cool. And then it's got to pick a dark direction. So again, we can just pick which is brand palette that we like and we think is pretty cool. So why don't we go for one that's got this kind of nice, the quick brown fox. That looks decent. And then we've got accent override. Where should a single wow moment land? Again, it's kind of working with it iteratively and coming back and forth on this. Let's just go for world heat map would be cool and just click on send answers. And then literally, guys, you can see it's going to be working through all those to-do lists on the left-hand side. And effectively, they've taken the essence and basically what makes Claude Design and they've just open sourced it and let you work through everything on your own computer. This is 100% local right now. And the actual user interface is pretty pleasant to use, to be honest, guys. And then just like that, I open up and this is the dashboard that it's given me. I mean, look at the interactivity on this. Monthly recurring revenue, active workforces, workspace retention chart. This is, by the way, one shot. I've done nothing else and it's live. Like things are adding in. Like that could be tidied up a little bit, right? Which is cool. But look at this. Like this is really impressive. Now, the cool thing about this is that I can, if I want to change the models. So if I want to do this, I'm like, you know what? I've spent, my Opus 4.7 is out, or I want to use ChatGPT. I can come down now on the bottom left, which you can see because I've got this thing down here, local CLI. I click on this, and then all you're going to do is just switch it over to Codex. Cool. I'm going to come down, click on save, which is wonderful. Now that's done. I click back on Vanguard. Now I'm type with ChatGPT. So here, for example, I might come back over and I might just say something like, hey there, dude, could you just make an improvement to the live event stream? It looks a little bit laggy when it comes in. Just make that a bit smoother for me, please. Release, and then basically ChatGPT can do the work for us. And by the way, you can see when you do switch the models, you'll have Codex. Codex is initializing, Codex is running. And that's how easy it is now to get any model to code and replicate Claude Design like that. I think this is really cool. I didn't really have too many expectations coming into this. And as always, the goal of this channel is to share the stuff that works. A little hack that I personally found, guys, is that, use Opus, use Claude to get the initial design. Then you can tag in the other models once there's like an existing design architecture. It's like the rooms, think of it like basically a room being painted and you get a typical kind of vibe. It's way easier to do more of the same than it is to completely engineer from first principles up. So that's why I think it's helpful to get these things to make amendments. Now, that says it's done. Let's just full screen this, for example, and check it out. Now, if I come down, do I see this being changed a little bit? I think we need to probably just refresh it, right? So let's just maybe come off this one here and we come back over and do we see a difference? I'm going to come down and see. Okay, there we go. And that is slightly different. So the first iteration wasn't perfect. I give it a second piece of feedback and look at this. It's pretty much ready to rock and roll. That whole design thing is completely different. And then you've got this wonderful thing. And if I want to export it, here's a cool thing. I'll come over here to share at the top. I can export as a PDF, as a PowerPoint, download a zip, export as standalone HTML, let's say this template, or You can even publish this directly to Vercel from this app, which is crazy. So if I click on deploy to Vercel, for example, you can see here, all I have to do is include my Vercel token, which I can get from online. Why is this important? Well, this now becomes a fully fledged app. You open up Vercel, you connect it, and you can basically pop it there, which is absolutely wild. Or if I want to play around with it in anti-gravity or different systems, I can do that, download it as a zip and have that on my desktop. Then I could open it up into Codex. I could open it up into Claude or anti-gravity or your own individual environment of choice. Then if I come back, for example, and so you can also import your basically Claude design zips by clicking here. So if you build like a Claude design over there, you can bring that over, which I think is really cool. Again, you've got design systems that are all visible here under the design system section. You've got image prompts, which is freaking awesome. So if you want to collect more of these kind of images, that's fantastic. Video prompts as well. So you can see all of this different stuff. Like it literally is becoming like the Higgs field of design. Like that's effectively what we're seeing here. You have your own design systems that you can pick if you want to. So you like the Lamborghini design system. Now anything we create will be in the Lamborghini design system style. Then for example, if you click on your little profile at the top, there's another way of getting into that. You can see we have a local CLI. You can have Anthropic API where you bring your own keys if you want to. Media providers. So these you can just integrate everything you want to. So for example, if I want to build to create GPT images, I can go ahead and grab my OpenAI key. And so then when I come back over here, I just throw the API key in here, which is cool at the top, click on save, and then it is ready to rock and roll. So technically then, if I just come back over to my designs, click on Vanguard, then I might come down and say, hey there, add for me a beautiful Ghibli style image in one of the boxes of like, I don't know, some kind of investment piggy bank. Use the ChatGPT API to do this. And just like this, guys, it is now complete. So I scroll down and do I see it? Guys, look at that. And what's really cool, I don't know if you can see this now. I'll just try if I can zoom in a little bit, give it a fresh look on this thing. But can you see how not only is it added it in, it's added this beautiful kind of blur gradient in. That has lifted the quality of this so much. And that's just one shot. And now I've got that integrated, I can do it as much as I want to. I'm genuinely pretty impressed with that, to be fair. Because you also got to think, if you're building this in Claude, like you're not able to actually naturally integrate like design like that with any of the models. And let's be fair, they all have their own individual superpowers, like the Avengers, right? Imagine if it was just the Hulk. Well, the Hulk's cool, but he can't fly and shoot lasers out of his eyes, right? So we kind of want to mix and match based on our preferences. Then to take this one step further, you can also code completely for free. So I'll put this skill down below for free. It'll be in the community. So just go ahead, grab down and grab that. All you're going to do is copy all this stuff, then head back over to anti-gravity. So all you're going to say to anti-gravity is, awesome, I'd now like to have a new CLI. Basically using OpenRouter, use the below skill to set this all up. So I just want to be able to use a series of free models to do all of my design via the CLI. Just drop that in and you can just literally paste the entire thing in that you got from the skill and then we're ready to go. And this, of course, is using Open Code, which effectively lets you use any models that you want to within one umbrella. It's very cool. I'll put a link on screen somewhere for you so you can see my full Open Code breakdown so you get a sense of just how epic that is. Now, my recommendation is that you always go paid realistically because, again, it's just going to be way better. But you can do Path A, which is free models, which is going to be like DeepSeek V3.1, etc., or Path B, which is going to be Sonnet 4.7, different ones. Say, for example, I just want to go down to that and I want to say, hey, do Path A for me. Now, bear in mind, models like DeepSeek V4 are great. They're like a 1/100th of the cost for like 95% of the same performance. And in some categories, it even exceeds Anthropic models. So these are just some things for you to bear in mind. But if you're designing, generally speaking, initially, you want to lean on Opus. And obviously, at this point, we're just going to head to OpenRouter and grab our API key. Then, of course, go and grab your API key. You'll need at least $5 or $10. I recommend at least 10, even if using free models, because basically it needs to validate you're not some kind of like spam account. And once you've done that, basically Open Code will be available right here. You click on Get Started, and then we are ready to rock and roll. And you're connected to any of the models that you connected in Open Code. And so where does this leave us? Well, look, here's the thing, right? You've got two kind of like routes here. You've got the Anthropic path. So that could be $20 a month, $200 a month. I'm on the $200 a month plan. I found I didn't really get any more usage than on the $20 plan, actually. So I ran out pretty quickly. You're looking at a couple of designs a week. Again, Opus 4.7 mainly, and there's a monthly cost. The open path is from $0. You can use things like ChatGPT in there and any model that you literally want to. Now, what would I recommend? I don't recommend that you use free models in it, but what I do recommend that you do is you build existing styles that you like using Opus. And then once you've got that, then deploy your ChatGPTs, deploy your Geminis, your other different models, DeepSeeks, whatever you want to design those at scale, which you can then either deploy directly in Vercel and post, or you can pretty much do whatever you want to. And obviously, if you're doing production grade stuff for clients, guys, always make sure that you've got that codex, like ChatGPT 5.5, to review all the code as well, just to make sure that you're fully backed up. But again, initial design system Anthropic, and then go nuts with this, but you can build in any model you want to now, which is why this is so freaking cool. So, quick TLDR, what is it great for? It's great if you're an agency freelancer, you want to design commercially safe and be able to sell it. You're a multi-model operator, so you're already paying for Claude Code, Codex, or Cursor. You're burning Claude designs a weekly cap, and you're like, Jack, I just want more designs. Well, this is a great option. And you're building brand-specific work against so many different design systems. When is it to skip? Probably if you are very fresh. Well, look, if you've made this far in the video, you're a freaking killer. So if it doesn't apply for you, but if you are speaking to your like dad or your mate's older brother that works at like IBM and is very technophobic, you might be like, dude, just use Claude Design for now and get started with that. Again, if you're doing this and you're happy with the UI and you're happy with limitations, that's cool. That's one thing. But ultimately, I think it's a really brilliant addition. The other caveat, just bear in mind, is that this repo, Open Design, is 12 days old. So there are a couple of bugs picking up here and there. I didn't run into any personally, but just kind of, give it some grace, and mileage might vary a little bit. The guy seems working really hard on it, but I think it's pretty cool. My favorite feature, though, to be fair, is the fact that I can port in ChatGPT image generation and use any model I want to. I genuinely think that is really freaking cool. And so now you've got your own open design system locked down. The next thing that we need to do is learn how to bring in ChatGPT and Gemini effortlessly when we're using Claude, so we always get the best model for the job, which we're going to learn by watching this video right here.